And I'm Josh Radford. Here's our top story. A new poll says that 70% of Americans have not changed their opinion of Governor Chris Christie following the bridge closure scandal. In other words, they still think he is fat.
A federal committee is now investigating Governor Christie for misusing Superstorm Sandy relief funds, said an investigator.
We began the investigation into the misuse of funds when we noticed a new Arby's restaurant opened in the governor's office.
That's a spooky story.
Yeah.
Wow. In other words, I guess
He
that he
is,
is fat.
fat.
Right.
He's a fat man. The president of France is refusing to answer questions about whether or not he is having an affair, so yeah, he is having an affair.
A new report claims that during the 2008 presidential campaign, Hillary Clinton kept a list of all of her enemies. Added Hillary.
Number 1 on my list, Bill's penis.
A Japanese company spent $16 billion to buy the maker of Jim Beam on Monday, and if the Japanese company is anything like me, Tuesday morning, they really regretted spending a lot of money on Jim Beam.
Colorado will soon launch a campaign to stop people from driving while high. The first step, closing all Taco Bells.
Oscar nominations were announced Thursday morning, so Tyler Perry slept till noon.
American Hustle received 10 Oscar nominations, including Best Picture. The movie is about a group of con artists who trick film critics into thinking it's a good movie.
They certainly fooled me. And now where Hard News meets Hollywood, here with the entertainment news is our most positive cast member and a diehard Patriots fan, Sean Cowan.
Thanks, guys. It's always next year. Tom Brady's wife, Giselle, has defended taking her 1-year-old daughter on an ATV ride without a helmet. Giselle wasn't concerned about a potential head injury since her daughter will probably grow up to be a model. Thanks, Mike. Okay. Kesha's mother has checked into the same rehab facility as her daughter to get treatment for post-traumatic stress disorder. Explained Kesha's mother.
Of course I'm traumatized. My daughter is Kesha.
Thanks, Mike. You're a good friend. Tonight, HBO premieres Looking. It's a new show that's being called The Gay Sex and the City. However, I was under the impression that there already was a gay Sex and the City called Sex and the City. Thanks, Mike. Shots on you after. Sean Penn hosted a charity event last weekend whose guests included Gwyneth Paltrow and Bono. None of the guests shook hands because they were all too busy patting each other on the back. Thanks.
Thanks, Sean.
Oh, you're welcome.
Fox is planning to make a movie based on the card game Magic: The Gathering. The film will be rated G for its complete lack of sexual content.
I like Magic. Oh.
Just made my case.
Yeah. A new app has been released that will quit your job for you. It's called Snapchat.
The Octomom is facing jail time after being charged with welfare fraud. If convicted, her children will have to go to foster octoparents.
An American Apparel store in New York City now features mannequins with pubic hair. Oh yeah. Even more concerning, they're selling clothes that expose your pubic hair.
A new study shows childless people have happier relationships. The study also shows that those people look weird at Disney World.
They do. A man in Ireland recently had to go to the doctor for having an erection that lasted for 7 weeks. The official medical term for his condition is the 8th grade.
According to a new survey, the Netherlands is the best place in the world to eat because every time you take someone to a restaurant, you know you'll go Dutch.